Well, hey guys, thought I'd do something a little bit different today with passing on a little bit of information which I learned many years ago, and it's valve adjustment using the rule of 9. So for starters, what is the rule of 9? Well, the rule of 9 is a sequence on which you can adjust your valves on a 4-cylinder engine with 2 valves per cylinder, usually done on a pushrod engine. And it's a really useful thing to know, because if you know your valve clearances, you can adjust them in this order of the rule of 9 without having to refer to the manual. Now, I do have the manual for this engine. It's a Triumph Spitfire engine, so I do have the valve sequence to which I should adjust the valves to. But if I didn't know that, the rule of 9 comes into play, and it comes into its own there. So how do we actually apply the rule of 9? Well, for starters, you need to get rid of the rocker cover. So how would you go about adjusting the tappets to give the right valve clearances using the rule of 9? Well, you would start at the crankshaft end and work your way to the flywheel end with the actual adjustment. So you'd start with number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7 and number 8 using the feeler gauge, a good old 1/2-inch spanner to crack off the nuts on the top of the tappets, and a screwdriver which would adjust the tappets itself. The 1/2-inch spanner is just literally there to lock down the adjustment on the tappets. So how does the rule of 9 actually work? Well, simple really. You have 8 valves for a 4-cylinder engine on this style of engine, which is a pushrod engine of the 1960s and 1970s. So the rule of 9 comes into its own, as I said. What you do is you start with number 1 and you add how many it would take to make 9, and that would be 8. So you would have 8 plus 1 equals 9. You want to be adjusting number 1. So we need number 1 to be open, not under pressure, not squished down on the valve. It needs to be open, it needs to be off, it needs to be on the rock. But then obviously we need number 8, which is the other number, 1 and 8 equal 9. That needs to be under compression. So if we turn over the engine, and you see there number 8 is under full compression, we can then adjust number 1. So firstly, we'll take our feeler gauge and check our clearances. Now this one's too tight, so in this scenario we just crack off number 1 tappet, get the feeler gauge in place, adjust accordingly, and you just want it just to pinch, nothing more than a pinch. So sometimes these stick, and that would do. Just a nice little pinch there is fine. Tighten up that locking nut and just check. We've got a nice feeler gauge gap there. So the next one in sequence, because we've just adjusted 1 to give that nice feeler gauge gap, would be 2. And again, using the rule of 9, we count 2 plus however many it is to make 9. So it'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need number 7. So it's this one here. So number 2, to check and adjust 2, we need number 7 at full compression. Again, turning over the engine. So just turning it over. Number 7's coming down to full compression. Just bring that back a little bit. There we are. And again, that one there seems to be a little bit better, but it's probably a little bit too much. Nope, that seems about right. But again, to check and adjust it, you'd use the exact same method that I'd used on number 1. And the same thing would go for number 3. You would check and adjust, and you would add however many it would take to be 9. Number 4, same, all the way along to number 8. I hope this passes on a good little bit of information to people out there who didn't actually know about the rule of 9, because it is actually quite a good mechanics hack to how to do valve adjustment if all you know is the clearances, but you don't know the sequence on how to do it because you haven't got any information. It's a really good hack for engines built in the 1960s and 1970s, you know, British built 4-cylinder engines that are push rod and only have 2 valves per cylinder. The rule of 9 generally applies to them. So anyway, like always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.